Many people believe that financial peace begins the moment income increases. Yet this belief quietly shapes expectations that often lead to disappointment rather than relief or lasting emotional calm. From an early age, we are taught that earning more money will solve most problems, creating a powerful connection between income and the idea of security. However, when income finally increases, many people notice that stress does not disappear, but simply changes shape and becomes more complex. Financial peace is not a destination reached by numbers, but a state built through consistent behavior and conscious decisions repeated over time. When spending habits grow at the same pace as income, pressure remains constant, even though the numbers involved become larger. This pattern explains why higher earners often feel trapped by their own lifestyle, unable to slow down or step back without fear. Money does not remove uncertainty. It often amplifies it when there is no structure guiding its use. Without clarity, income becomes something that arrives and disappears quickly, leaving behind the same emotional tension as before. Financial peace begins with understanding where money goes and why each decision is made. Many people avoid this awareness because it feels uncomfortable, yet avoidance is one of the main sources of financial stress. Uncertainty creates anxiety, and anxiety weakens decision-making, creating a cycle that income alone cannot break. Some individuals earn modest amounts but feel calm because their expenses, expectations, and priorities are aligned. Others earn significantly more, yet live with constant pressure because their financial life depends on maintaining performance without margin. The difference between these experiences is not intelligence or luck, but intention and discipline. Financial peace grows when spending is guided by values instead of impulses or external pressure. Impulse spending often provides brief comfort but creates long-term discomfort that slowly erodes peace. Many people confuse comfort with peace, but comfort fades quickly when circumstances change. Peace is built on predictability, not on constant consumption or appearance. When financial life feels unpredictable, stress becomes a permanent background noise. Planning reduces this noise by transforming uncertainty into manageable choices. Planning is not about restriction, but about freedom from constant reaction. A simple and realistic plan creates more peace than complex strategies that are rarely followed. Financial habits matter more than financial knowledge when it comes to emotional stability. Knowing what to do is different from consistently doing it. Consistency builds trust, and trust creates calm. Money becomes less stressful when it is treated as a tool rather than a measure of self-worth. Many people tie their identity to income, making every financial change feel personal and threatening. This emotional attachment increases fear and reduces flexibility. Financial peace requires separating personal value from financial outcomes. When identity is no longer tied to income, decisions become clearer and less reactive. People often chase higher earnings believing it will buy peace, yet peace cannot be purchased that way. Earning more without changing behavior only increases the cost of mistakes. The absence of margin is one of the biggest enemies of financial peace. Living without margin means every unexpected event feels like a crisis. Margin creates breathing space, and breathing space reduces emotional pressure. Financial peace grows quietly when there is room to adjust without panic. This sense of control matters more than the total amount earned. Confidence comes from knowing you can adapt, not from believing nothing will go wrong. Many people underestimate the emotional power of predictability. Predictability transforms money from a source of fear into a manageable responsibility. This shift does not require high income, but it does require awareness and discipline. Financial peace is built gradually, often through decisions that feel boring but protective. Choosing stability over appearance is one of the most powerful financial decisions. Comparison with others quietly destroys peace by creating unnecessary pressure. Looking at others' lifestyles often leads to choices that feel justified but create stress. Peace requires accepting your own pace and limits without constant comparison. This acceptance allows financial decisions to feel intentional rather than forced. Financial peace is not about never feeling concern, but about feeling capable when concern arises. Capability grows when habits are consistent and expectations are realistic. Realistic expectations prevent disappointment and reduce emotional swings around money. Many financial struggles are emotional before they are numerical. Fear, impatience, and comparison shape decisions more than income levels. Financial peace improves when decisions are slowed down and evaluated calmly. Delayed gratification protects future stability and reduces regret. The ability to pause before spending is a quiet but powerful financial skill. This pause creates space for reflection instead of reaction. Over time, these small pauses build a sense of control and confidence. Control does not mean rigidity, but awareness and intentional flexibility. Flexibility allows adjustment without panic when circumstances change. High income without flexibility often creates fear of loss rather than peace. True peace comes from knowing that lifestyle does not collapse with minor disruptions. This resilience is built through margins, planning, and realistic commitments. Many people avoid planning because they associate it with limitation. In reality, planning removes mental weight and constant worry. When future needs are respected, present decisions become calmer. Financial peace is reinforced when money stops being emotional fuel. Money becomes neutral when it is managed with clarity. Neutrality allows better decisions and reduces impulsive behavior. Peace grows when financial life feels predictable and manageable. This predictability does not require perfection, only consistency. Small, repeated actions matter more than occasional financial wins. Large income changes feel exciting but rarely change long-term behavior. Behavior determines outcomes far more reliably than income fluctuations. People who rely only on income often feel vulnerable to external changes. Those who rely on habits feel stable even during uncertainty. Financial peace is closely linked to trust in your own system. This system does not need to be complex, only reliable. Reliability creates confidence, and confidence reduces stress. Over time, this confidence becomes emotional stability. Financial peace is not loud or dramatic. It feels quiet, steady, and sustainable. It shows up as fewer worries and clearer decisions. It allows money to support life instead of controlling it. Earning more can help, but only when behavior is already aligned. Without alignment, higher income simply raises emotional stakes. Financial peace is built internally before it is reflected externally. It grows from intention, patience, and realistic expectations. Once built, it becomes independent of income level. This independence is what makes financial peace durable. In the end, financial peace has little to do with how much you earn. It has everything to do with how you decide, plan, and behave. And when those foundations are strong, peace follows naturally.